Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel. This is A-Team Adventures, and on today's episode, Alex is going to be taking you to work with him, working on the lift demo up in the mountains.
During the first week, a lot of what we had to do was cutting the comm lines on the towers and loosening a bunch of bolts on the cross arms. That's what we're standing on right now, is the cross arms on top of the tower cylinders. We had to do a lot of loosening bolts and working at high elevation for the first 2 weeks. The views were just absolutely amazing. This is us using a chain winch to loosen all the bolts because they were so tight. This is my buddy Sean and Kagan laying down. We were driving up and down the mountain constantly, going up above the clouds. It was just so amazing. This is the bottom terminal. You can see the guys are hard at work disassembling the outer walls. Here, this is Sean sledgehammering the bolts at the bottom of the tower because they're so tight. We had to do that to every single tower. And here's a peek inside the terminal. This is the shiv train. This is what all the chairs run along when they come into the bull wheel area. And this is a top-down view of the guys working at the base. I had to hike down the line tons of times, but you always get this great view when you do. We slowly started to use the forklift to pull apart the terminal. It's kind of a sketchy job, but we're always just standing clear, making sure everything's disconnected before we lift it off. Piece by piece, the terminal went down. Finally, we had gotten everything off the main frame, and we were ready to have the crane come in and lift the heavy stuff off. We were a little scared that this crane wouldn't be able to make it up the road, but had no issues. We're picking up the cross arm down at the base with the crane. It's a little bit too heavy to get with the forklift, and the crane's a lot cheaper than using the helicopter. After picking the cross arms, we also used the crane to pick up those tower cylinders right there, but I didn't get a video of that. I was a little too busy climbing them and connecting them. Then we had the crane pick the main body off, and just like that, the bottom terminal was gone. Hiking the line again, and spring is definitely popping. All the flowers are blooming, and this is Kagan and Jake and I hiking down the line. It gets pretty steep between towers 14 and 10. This is Chris cutting one of the towers down that's too heavy for the helicopter to pick. It's like dropping a tree. Finally, we're on fly day now. This is a helicopter that's going to be doing all the tower picks for the day. All in all, he was only flying for about 2 hours, so it was a pretty efficient day. I did not get as much footage as I wanted to, but this is the first tower that we were picking. It was tower 9 or 10, I believe. And this is one of the guys on the tower giving signals to the helicopter so he can grab the hook and attach it. We definitely were feeling the blade wash standing right underneath him. He's having to wiggle the cross arm off. It was pretty sketchy because you have to basically stay on the tower for that part. But he was able to get it and took her away. The helicopter definitely makes these things look tiny. They each weigh easily between 5,000 and 6,000 pounds, but they make them look like Lego pieces. And this is the copter leaving at the end of the day. We were able to get all the cross arms and towers off the line, and so now a whole bunch of new work starts, getting ready for the new tower foundations. This is us cutting the bolts off of the old tower foundations, and this little marmot dude was living under this foundation. He was not bothered at all by the cutter though. It was pretty funny. I've never seen a marmot with a silverback, but a super cool guy. On our way to showering, we have to cross this bridge, and this fox walked right by us. We have a special breed of foxes here in this mountain where they actually turn black and white, and this one had some red patches too. So far, we've really been loving working for the mountain, and living in Washington again. It's one of our favorite states. This view is just so amazing. This is right next to the resort, and we get to see it every day.
So on our weekend, we did a little scenic drive up to Mount Rainier and got to see this beautiful view up Chinook Pass. This is Tipso Lake, and you can see that it's still very much so snow-covered. There's a lot of snow even in late June, and some of the park roads aren't even open yet, but we got to see this beautiful view right inside Mount Rainier National Park. And we came here pretty late at night, and we came just in time to see some beautiful sunset colors. We actually ended up spending the night right nearby. This is where we spent the night. This is in the National Forest, so camping is allowed, and it is unbelievable how much snow is left up here. We stopped in the morning to see it again, and it was just so incredibly beautiful. Thanks for watching today's video, and if you like adventure travel content, make sure to subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.